So, hello, welcome back again. The next thing we'll be doing now here is a USB blocking. So, before we dive into how to configure this USB blocking, what do we understand about USB blocking and how does USB blocking works? Okay, so when we're talking about this USB blocking is when organization wants to restrict access on using USB on the network. For example, maybe we have 10 employee and we want to make sure that no one can use a USB that has malware so that it can affect the network. We want to implement a policy in a way that we want to avoid such threats on the network. We need to use what we call a USB blocking so that anytime any employees put USB on their system, automatically the system is going to tell them that the access is denied and there's no way they will be able to use that particular USB again until we remove that particular policy on the network. So why can organization put such policy on their network? The reason why is that if a bad guy wants to hack into your network through a USB, they can use a USB that has a malware to hack into a network. Because if I know that and I want to hack into your system, I can create a malware and I put it inside a USB. And once the USB attached to your system, automatically the malware is going to enter your system. So for us to avoid such threat on the network, that's why organization implement a policy called USB blocking. So what's the objective here? The objective here is that we don't want our employee to be using USB on their system again. That's the USB blocking. So with no more delay, let's dive into how to configure this USB blocking. So the first thing here says that on our server manager, we should click on the tools. So we need to go back into our server. So when we are in server, we're going to open the server manager. So when we in the server manager, we're going to click on tools. So once we click on tools, we'll click on group policy management. So we'll track down to options that says group policy management. So once you see the group policy management, the next thing here, we're going to expand our domain. So once we expand this forest, expand your domain. And once you expand your domain, we're going to be right-clicking on your domain name. So the domain name I'm using here is a fibertree.net. So we're going to right-click on it. And once we right-click on it, we're going to use the next option that says create a new GPO in this domain and link it here, which is the first option here. So we're going to be using it. So once we click on the first options, the next thing we're going to be doing here is that we're going to name this thing we're going to name it with the policy that we want to create it. So we're going to name it based on the policy that we want to create it. The policy we want to create here is a USB blocking. So we're going to name this guy USB blockage. So come here and you type USB blockage. So once you name it what you want to do, USB blockage, and I click on OK. So once you name it USB blockage, you click on OK. If you expand your domain name, if you expand your domain name, you're going to see the new GPO that you just created. You're going to see the new GPO. So once you see the new GPO, the next thing you need to do is to right click on the new GPO. So the next thing you need to do is to right click on the new GPU, which is the USB blockage. So once you right click, you're going to see edit. So you click on edit. Okay, so once you click on edit, you're going to see here that we have two configurations. The first one here is a computer configuration, and the second one here is a user configuration. So here we want to create a policy, and this policy here is a USB blocking, which is going to be attaching to a computer. So we're going to come to where we have a computer configuration. So we're going to come to where we have a computer configuration. And under computer configuration, we're going to click on policy. So expand policy. So once you expand policy, you will see administrative templates. You need to expand it. Once you expand it, you're going to see system. So you need to click on system. So once you click on system, you will drag down. You will see option that says removable storage classes. So if I navigate down, so I'm going to navigate down, you're going to see a removable storage classes, which is this removable storage access. Click on it. Once you click on it, you're going to check the one that says all removable storage classes, which is this. So you click on the one that says all removable storage classes. You just click on it. You can see that this guy here is on not configured. You need to enable it. So enable it so that you're going to deny all access to anything removable storage classes on the network. So you need to enable it. So once you enable it, you're going to click on apply. So hold on. You need to drag this thing up so that you'll be able to see apply down. So you click on apply and you click on OK. So that's the only thing that you're going to enable. All removable storage classes. Click on apply and click on OK. So once you click on OK, you need to close this icon here and go back to the new GPU that we just created, which is a USB blockage. You need to enforce it. You need to enforce. So how do we enforce? Right click on the new GPU and you're going to see enforce. So anytime you create a new GPU, you want to make policing inside, you will be using edit. But anytime you have already created the policy, to make the policy stand, you will be using enforce. So once you click on enforce, you will now see a keypad lock, which means that your policy has stand and nothing can hinder that particular policy. So once you enforce it, you need to go back to your CMD. So you open your CMD and you're going to type GP update /force. So anytime that you make a new GPU, you need to be updating the policy. So anytime you make a new policy, you need to update it by using GP update /force. So this guy is going to ask you a question. Do you want to log off? Yes or no? Type yes and hit enter key. All right, so after that, we need to log in back into the server. So log in, anytime you want to enter your server, you're going to be using Control Delete. You hold your Control button with Delete button. So we're going to ask you to input your password. All right, so once we are here, let's go and verify maybe the USB blocking is working or not. So we need to go back to our Windows 10. I'm going to update this policy on Windows 10 as well. Goes to CMD and you type GP update space /force and you hit enter key. We're going to be updating the policy. So let's hold on for this guy here. We're going to type Y and hit enter key. So we need to log in back into this Windows 10 as well. So let's log in back and let's check if the USB blocking is working. So if I come to this Windows 10 File Explorer and I comes to this PC, you're going to see drive D here. If I click on it, you're going to see access is denied. You cannot make use of any USB again on that particular system anymore until we remove that particular policy. So as you can see here, we are not going to be able to access any drive D, which is any removable drives. We are not going to be able to access it. You're going to be seeing this message. So that's how a USB blocking is being configured on the server. So before this thing can work now, we need to remove that policy back. For example, let's assume that I want to remove this policy. I goes to my server and I come to tools. I come to group policy management. So if I expand my forest, I expand my domain, expand my domain name, you will see this USB blocking that I created that time. So you see the USB blocking that I created that time. I will right click, I will mark this enforce. After, I will right click again, go to edit. Once I go to edit, goes to where we enable that particular policy. So I want to remove this policy and we're going to check if it's working. I will put it on not configured. When we enable it, we put it on enable. So now I want to remove the USB blocking. After that, if I close this icon here and I open the CMD and I type gp update /force. So I want to remove this policy. I'm going to see that after I remove the policy, we'll be able to use the USB. But anytime that we configure USB blocking, we are not going to be able to use USB on the network again. So if I log in back to this server and I goes to the Windows 10, if I comes to the Windows 10, I open the CMD on the Windows 10. So if I open the CMD on the Windows 10, CMD, please hold on for my system. My system is kind of slow here. So here, if I type GP update /force group policy updates. So we want to update the policy that we just made, which means that the policy we put that time is to block USB. But now I just want to remove the USB and let's see, maybe we'll be able to access the drive D. So if I log in back to this Windows 10, I'm going to log in back to this Windows 10. If I open the File Explorer of the Windows 10, I click on this PC, this drive D that we are not able to access before. As you can see now, we are able to access it. We are able to use USB. But anytime we put a USB block in, you are not going to be able to use any USB on the network again. So that's how a USB blocking is being configured, and that's how we can verify if the USB is working or not. It means that if you configure this on our network, any employees that is working on our organization, they won't be able to make use of USB on their system anymore. So that's how you configure the USB and that's how you verify if the USB is working.